nearly 6 in 10 young South Africans are unemployed, one of the world's highest rates. High data costs worsen the crisis and shutting many out of the digital economy, education and job opportunities. TechNov8 is launching Yomo, South Africa's first youth-focused mobile virtual network operator, aiming to connect 1 million young people to affordable data and economic opportunities. And for more on this, let's now bring in TechNov8 CEO José Andre, and he joins us now via our virtual link. José, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. Maybe let's start off here. Tell us more about this initiative, mobile virtual network operator, and how it plans to address the issues around connectivity for young people.
No, firstly, good evening to you, Mbali, and to the listeners at home. Thank you so much for making the time to speak to us. So Yomo, which is short for Youth Mobile, is, as you would have mentioned, South Africa's first mobile virtual network operator. And it's been built specifically to meet the connectivity needs of young South Africa.
Unfortunately, we have lost José there. Seems as if he's struggling with his connection. Let's try and bring him back online. José, I don't know if you can hear us, but you can continue then just explaining to us about this initiative for young South Africans to get connected.
No, thank you, Mbali. I can hear you on my end. I don't know if I'm coming through clearly on your side.
You are great. You can go for it.
All right, thank you so much. So as I was explaining, Bali, so Yomo is South Africa's first mobile virtual network operator that has been built specifically to meet the connectivity needs of young people. And what we've done at Yomo, which is significantly different from how connectivity is traditionally approached, is that we've segmented your principal activities on our network. So typically you've got your recreational activities and then you've got what we...
All right, unfortunately, we'll try and reconnect with José. All right, let's go back to one of our top stories for today. Nearly 6 in 10 young South Africans are unemployed, and one of the world's highest rates. And high data costs worsen the crisis, shutting many out of the digital economy, education and job opportunities. TechNov8 is launching Yomo, South Africa's first youth-focused mobile virtual network, aiming to connect 1 million young people to affordable data and economic opportunities. For more on this, let's now bring in CEO of TechNov8, José Andre. He joins us now on the line. José, thank you so much once again for your time. Maybe take us through this innovation that you have created to get access for young people to cheaper data costs.
Thank you very much for having us, and good evening to your viewers once again, Bali. So Yomo is a mobile virtual network operator that's been built specifically with young South Africans in mind. And essentially what we've done is we've taken traditional telecommunications and we've overlaid that with opportunity. So right where digital access and life-changing opportunities intersect, that's where we've positioned Yomo. And at the core of our model is really to leverage connectivity to provide digital access to skills, jobs, income, and empowerment. So what Yomo does different from traditional telecommunication services is that the objective for Yomo is not to connect young people to the internet, but to connect them to opportunity. So that's the fundamental scheme around which we've built our mobile virtual network operator.
And José, as you say that this is an effort to connect them to opportunities, maybe tell us more how it plans to address issues around a high unemployment rate that we are faced with in this country, particularly for young South Africans.
So what we've done, Mbali, and that's a very good question. So what we've done is we've built something called the Yomo first, which is an integrated platform that offers young people multiple or multi-sectoral pathways to different opportunities. So on the Yomoverse, there's something called the Skills Orbit, where young South Africans can get access to both accredited and unaccredited courses, and they're able to get zero-rated access to these services. So the opportunities range everything from skills which are intended to improve their skills profile and give them some kind of a competitive edge in a highly digitized economy. And these skills range anything from new venture creation to workplace readiness courses to personal and leadership development courses. And these are available for free to young South Africans who have a Yomo SIM card. So what that essentially means is that on the Yomo network, young South Africans can separate their recreational activities from those things which are developmental. And for anything that's developmental on the Yomo network, you actually get zero-rated access for it. So what we've done is to fundamentally rethink how we look at connectivity and say if it's connectivity for development, that's available on a zero-rated basis, but for everything else, then it falls under the traditional scheme. So we're not competing or we're not eating recreational activities with those that are developmental.
And Jose, how can young people get a hold of these opportunities? Is it only through your SIM card?
So these opportunities on a zero-rated basis, they are only available on the Yomo SIM card. So that's correct. If they were to try and access the Yomo verse using any other network, they would still be subject to the same data charges. But on the Yomo network, it really speaks to young South Africans who are disenfranchised in the sense that we've zero-rated these services, and it's about making it available to them for free. So our SIM cards will be distributed widely at many touch points. We're talking to government entities, we're talking to municipalities, we're talking to churches, we're talking to institutions where young people are organized, and we're saying to them, please help us put a Yomo SIM in young people's hands so that it can be widely accessible. And as you've mentioned, we are pushing our 1 Million Connected Youth campaign, and we hope that by June of next year, we would have brought more than 1 million young South Africans onto our platform who are enjoying these opportunities on a zero-rated basis.
All right, Jose, thank you so much for your time. That's José Andre, TechNov8 CEO. They're talking to us about this Yomo opportunity for young South Africans through this Yomo SIM card, of course, launching tomorrow.